Hey, this is Dan, and I'm going to be doing an update on my fruit berry orchard permaculture food forest. Well, these flowers are coming in nice. I think these are edible, guys. I'm sure there's a rose of Sharon or something similar. These grapes were really overpotted, and looks like there's some nice budding starting there. So hopefully we're going to get some nice branching coming off that, and I'm gonna have to decide what I do at the bottom. I know people like to trim them to 2 vines about, so we'll see how that goes. Things are just acclimating right now. We got the hardy kiwis and strawberries. That strawberry just taken off. Considering actually taking off the berries on that so that I could devote more energy into spreading, because that's the main goal I would like with it. A lot of lettuce coming up here, and I'm having a bit of problems doing blueberries right now because I don't have acidic enough soil. But I'm trying to add as much plant life as possible, and I just decided to water with some acidic water today to see if that would help. These hascaps are surviving, nothing too flourishing out of them. This chokeberry here, I decided to harvest all those berries off. A little bit of red in that also. Yeah, we got the elderberry area here. And this is that one elderberry that had basically no leaves to it, and it's doing quite well at regrowing right now. More elderberries and apple trees that will be coming in soon. These are lots of the raspberry and blackberries patch. We got our snowberries over here. This guy probably got to move into the shade more. We'll see. You know, my berries seem to be doing quite well. The ostaberry here, I was thinking about chopping some of that up and trying to clone it because I think it's going to be a cool one. The gooseberry was about in the middle of my path. It was going to be thorny, so I moved it over right there. These are those blueberries that have been going a bit red. Hopefully I can fix the soil here, or I might have to move them somewhere else. They like softwood forest, which not hardwood forest around here more. Also right over here we have a yellow plum and a yellow cherry tree. Chopped up a bunch of grass and trees to use as mulch everywhere. This place is just moving in this year, so a lot of work in progress, and we're working in progress. These barberries, I'm going to be excited to put in a hedge somewhere. Cucumbers, a lot of them seem to be coming up nicely. A few really good looking ones. A giant sunflower, this thing's like growing inches a day. I just added the mulch here yesterday too, the wood mulch. I had just long grass clippings before. But these tomatoes, if you can see from my earlier video, they were pretty tiny, and I wasn't sure if I should expect anything with them, and now ones like that, I'm gonna have to put a tomato cage around. They're doing so well. So that's quite the improvement. I've been flooding this bed a lot with water that I was trying to clean out of a dirty well right now. These drop cherries have surprisingly good flavor to them. It was just maybe some wind damage from when I was blowing stuff over there, but yeah, these drop cherries taste surprisingly good. I'm wondering about these strawberries here. Maybe the soil is a bit too wet. Yeah, I don't know, maybe soil might be a bit anaerobic around them from overwatering. But these guys are quite vigorous and they send out a whole lot of these runners. So basically this comes off the plant. This area here will start developing some roots on the bottom, sticks itself in the ground, and it should spread to everywhere. And you can see there's not just one there, there's another one coming off of that same branch, and that's actually where the name strawberry comes from. Its ability to straw across the ground. Straw is an old word for spread, I guess. Chinese dogwood here. A lot of these trees I have to do some trimming on, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Dogwood cherry. The sea buckthorns. This is the female here, and that's the male. The males apparently grow quite vigorous. They can be hard to kill even. Sea buckthorn is an amazing plant, apparently. And here's that dirty well and the clay water that I've been sucking out, filled with silt or whatever. Oh look, we got a few raspberries coming in here. Maybe I'll might put a fruit bag over this plant so birds don't get at them and I can eat them. Some weeds growing around the side, but they're not really intruding on anything, so I can kind of just let them live and plow them over, and it'll provide nutrients to the soil. Bit of herbs over there. The dill is just seeding like crazy, and I'm letting it. I'm gonna just this year I'm just gonna let stuff try to spread itself naturally more. I actually took a lot of the flowers and peppers off of these earlier this season, hoping they would come back further, and you see a lot of the bottom growth I took off under the V, and most of them, and they seem to be coming back quite nicely. Obviously you see some red tomatoes in the back there. We also have a couple other trees. The mulberry tree here. This was, I believe, the red mulberry. There's a Kentucky coffee tree right here. I'm not sure, apparently it doesn't really produce caffeine coffee, but some decent drink, but it provides a partial shade, so I put it in the middle of the yard so that everything will sort of get a little bit of shade, but not full shade when it matures. Cool river there that we live on. We like to salvage the odd thing too. Here's just like random chairs that were got for free. I'm wondering if I could build an arch out of them. Use kind of the shapes that they naturally have to build an arch for my kiwis and my grapes. And this would be the white mulberry tree. For a lot of these trees, I put mulch down right under them. Then we were scared that we might run them over with a lawnmower or something, so we put kind of rocks around them so we would signal which trees are the good ones that we want to keep. But also they'll store heat and slowly release it at night, so I'm hoping a good thing to add to the mulch, and maybe they'll weigh down some of those tree bases and support the roots from not flying away without using a stake, because you don't want to always have a stake supporting things, because that could make them rely too much on them. Cool stuff over there. And of course, I was giving little glimpses. We have this beautiful river running alongside here. I want to, and this sloped ground, I think I'm going to try to step it down to try to make it use of the natural fall of the land to, take advantage of the downstream of the water underground. This is what Zone 3 planting looks like. The place is a bit of a mess now, and it'll get cleaned up soon for sure. But like I said, I'm moving in while I'm doing all this stuff, but I'm so happy to see the garden looking well.